I'd like to officially welcome Bacchus from the Bacchus Marsh RSL and congratulate them and the RSL for the brilliant work they do for the returned servicemen and women from the Bacchus Marsh. I'd also like to welcome here today Mark Shelley, the President of the Darley Football Club, and all their players and supporters. Also, I'd like to welcome on behalf of everyone here, all the present and
past conflicts, sadly, have affected Bacchus Marsh, Mattingley and Darley clubs. And today especially, we are here to remember that. And it is a history that deserves to be remembered. Bacchus Marsh player Norman Cummins, 5671 of the 60th Battalion, was hit by a shell on the 7th of May 1917 and died a week later. He's now buried in northern France. Or Max Gortonstead, champion Darley football player who served in the 2nd 14th Battalion on the Kokoda Trail and died in 1942. These are only two players from two clubs. A part of the sacrifice that this district of Bacchus Marsh gave in order to serve their country and for what we stand for. Most of the servicemen and women who fought in the First and Second World War from Bacchus Marsh and District would have left Bacchus Marsh by train, and the last place they would have ever seen of Bacchus Marsh would have been Mattingley Park. We're here today. We are here to pay service to them and remember them for the sacrifices they made for the freedoms that we wish to have. Today we remember all servicemen and women from all conflicts and the sacrifices they made. And if we as two football clubs from this district and netball clubs can remember people like Norman Cummings of the 60th Battalion, or Max Stead, the Darley footballer from the 2nd 14th Battalion who died at the Kokoda Trail and made the ultimate sacrifice, even though they didn't come back, they still serve us in the memory of the sacrifice they made and how grateful we are that we can play football today in peace. Today may we, from the Bacchus Marsh District, all the people here who've supported both clubs, the Bacchus Marsh Football and Netball Club, the Mattingley Football Club, the Darley Football and Netball Club, may we be strengthened by their courage, be heartened by their valour, be born in their memory for the ideals in which those men and women lived for and often sadly died for. It is a history that we need to remember. I now hand you over to Bruce Lawton from the Bacchus Marsh RSL. Thank you.
I would like to acknowledge that this ceremony of observance and all observance ceremonies in Victoria occur on the lands of the First Nation peoples, and we acknowledge their significant and enduring connection to country, and we pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. I'll now hand you over to Carl Wright for the Requiem.
The Anzac Requiem. On this day above all days, we remember those Australian men and women who died or suffered in the great tragedy of war. On the morning of April the 25th, 1915, Australian and New Zealand troops landed under fire at Gallipoli. And it was then, and in this violent campaign which followed, that the Anzac tradition was forged. The elements of that tradition have inspired and offered an enduring example to later generations of Australians. Each year we pay homage not only to the original Anzacs, but all who have died or was disabled in the service to this country. They enrich our nation's history. Their hope was for the freedom of mankind, and we remember with pride their courage, their compassion, we and our successors proved worthy of their sacrifice.
On behalf of the Bacchus Marsh RSL committee and members, and aglow. They were staunch to the end, against all odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. Lest we forget. Would those who are going to lead the roof, would you please do so? May the flag be raised, please.
Lauren Prout is going to sing the national anthem to conclude our ceremony today.
Please. No worries. Hi. You can stand here. Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every state advance, Australia fair, in joyful strains, and let us sing. Advance, Australia fair.
Broadcast of BFL Game Day is proudly sponsored by Western Screens, Blinds and Awnings. 35A.
Today, Stockdale and Lego, we are here for you. Proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Your community on the radio. Apple 98.5 FM.
Siren sounds to get played away for this match of the round BFL Game Day. It's Burton and Fenton in the ruck. Will give that tap to Fenton. Hot footy at ground level. Roy over the top, started in the middle. Here's a chance for Still Dry. Comes Social Club side of the ground towards half forward. Jaded Owen couldn't take the mark. He wraps up Hanson in the tackle. Umpire sees you through it, Mark. Still Dry stole the ball. True half forward flank. Went short. Grubbery kicking towards Owen. Ball at ground level. Here's a chance for the man in question. A bit of a stacks on the mill. We're expected a whistle limit of the umpires. Let it go. Tell you what, this is like reading a newspaper with the sunglasses on. As the man in question just bolts out of the package, put it through for the opener for the Marsh. I tell you what, if you don't know the number of 43, I tell you who does. Oh. We've got the team sheet in front of us. Can you believe it? But it's the opening goal of the Marsh and the opening goal of the mystery goal kicker.
And we haven't even got the team sheet with 43 on it, so disappointing from the administration, from the Bacchus Marsh guys.
Big thank you to the Cobras and that warm opening minute moment there for number 43 and his connected family.
Yeah, no, we don't even know who he is.
A minute 8 gone on the clock. Opening goal to the Cobras. Nick Stilldry's got 2 possessions already. We'll give that tap to Burton. 1-1 out of the middle at the moment. There's Still Dry again. Hand pass out in the direction of Parente. Went over his head. Kick across the body from Nash Reynolds. Back from the Jets today for the Devils. Ball gets the half forward. Inglis. Hand pass to Baker. Back to Reynolds. Hurried right foot. Kick forward. And Said takes the mark. Said with ball in hand. It'd be too far out to score. 55 metres, you'd think. The Devils kicking to the railway in this opening quarter. Just wanting to know where the Cobra man is standing the mark. And Said will go back. I'll tell you what, want to be good from here. Checks around to the side, tries to get around Veldon. Goes deep into attack. Has he got the distance? I don't think he has. Ball on the last line will get cleared. Out of defence. It was a horrible bounce there as the left foot kick out of defence gets to the defensive 50. Setting himself with Fenton there for the Devils. Couldn't quite take the mark. Ball at ground level. Bit of a shag off the side of the boot to no one in particular. Close over towards the boundary line. You'd think it'd win out in the end. Bit of a stacks on the mill. 4, 5, 6 people fighting over the footy as it gets hacked forward towards outer side centre wing for Willits. Tries to take a 3-time juggle mark. Couldn't get it. Backs up with a handball. He's still over the footy. Couldn't gather. Opportunity there for Brett, but the umpire's picked out a free kick. And it's going to go to Luther Baker. Just looking a little proppy in the opening minute or two, Baker, who struggled to finish off the game, albeit his best quarter in quarter 4 last week against Sunbury. But normally one of the more fitter players in the side. He goes short. The mark's been taken by Brett. Good luck going the required distance there. Fridge, it must have gone the best part of 8 or 9 metres. Brett by right foot. Goes into attack. Here's an opportunity here for the Cobras to get themselves out of trouble. The mark's taken by Parente on the defensive 50. And as ball in hand, Nash Reynolds stands the mark. He comes Social Club side, goes into the direction towards the brother Owens. Neither of them can take the mark. Shuck there by Baker. Got it towards Collie. Spiteri was dispossessed. The umpire called play on. Players in from everywhere. Hot footy in the opening minutes here at Mattingly Park. The umpire blows the whistle. He says, I'll have it. 3.5 minutes gone opening term. Cobra's 6, Darley yet to score.
Yeah, just got confirmation. 43 is Joy Dotomate, so good luck to the young fella kicking the first goal.
There's the ball up. Tap will give that one towards Fenton. Went in the direction of King, who was defensive side of the stoppage. It's okay. Chance here for Still Dry. Another possession. Has time. Short. Out wide in the Willis direction. Can he cut it off inside the boundary line? He can't. Goes over the line on half forward. 75 metres around from the Bacchus Marsh goal. Opening goal to the youngster Lahure. What a to Dotomate. What a way to start your career at Bacchus Marsh in the senior grade there, Fritz.
Yeah, good goal, Todd. I notice Jaden Owens come off with the injury.
Chance here for Still Dry. Sharks the stoppage. Goes inside 50. No mark taken. Hanson gathers the footy. Dispossessed. Just as quickly as he gathered it. Players in from everywhere, you would think, and stoppage imminent. And there'll be a ball up 30 to 35 metres away from the Cobras goal. They kick to the scoreboard end of this opening term. Near 5 minutes gone. Tap one there by Martin. We'll give him that. Hanson, tackle, taken to the ground. Ball just inside the boundary line. Snap out of nowhere across the body. It's not a bad effort. It won't quite get the distance. Owen can't take the mark off hands over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, look, Jaden Owens come off, which seems to be a shoulder injury, Todd. I'll try and confirm that for you.
Boundary throw-in to take place. Martin does the work, got in front of the contest, did well, knocked the ball to ground. Umpire calls play on as there's a scrimmage of players. Just what the Cobras would have been wanting after conceding the last 3 goals last week. Fridge getting the first one on the board against the old rival.
Well, it's a good start, Todd, and hopefully they'll gain momentum out of it.
Hurried right foot kick out of that stoppage by Baker. Got it to the defensive 50. Cadman's over the football. They're wanting a free kick here, the Cobras. They'll get it. Penalising the young man. And he was just knocked to ground as he remonstrated briefly with the umpire, but not a great deal in it. And Willits will have the shot on goal, 55 metres out from goal.
He's actually looked lively tonight, Willits. He's up and about, Todd.
Bit warmer here in Bacchus Marsh tonight as Willits sets sail for the judge. It'll go Off to the right, won't get the distance. Owen in chase for the footy. Flyers couldn't take the mark. Hot ball at ground level. You can see Baker pushing back there in the midfield for the Devils. Umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go Darley's way. And it's going to be Andy it might be Matthew Brett with ball in hand, yes. Number 14 tonight, 25 last week if you don't mind. Bit like the Saturday Night Lotto, what numbers he's wearing this year. The numbers are 25, 14. And good luck guessing what the sub is over there in the back pocket as it goes along the line. The kick's okay. Kick taken beyond the defensive 50 here for the Devils. They get the ball moving. Can they keep it away from Burton? That's the million-dollar question tonight. It goes into the Waddell direction. He sets himself. Couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Players in from everywhere, and there'll be a stoppage. Attacking side of centre wing, outer side of the ground. It's Bacchus Marsh, 1 goal, straight 6 for the youngster, Dottermaid, who lead Darley yet to score.
I think the Devils will be quite happy with, sort of this slow sort of style of play, stoppage, Todd.
With your ball up. Burton to correct. Contest the ruck. He knocks it overhead a mile away from us here in the commentary position. And given today's footy and the amount of stoppages and numbers around the ball, the fan can take you 3.5 minutes to mention every player around the football. Well, I can tell you, Brad Inglis is at ground level. Burton won that tap. Neither side can gain any ascendancy out of the stoppage at the moment, but it's the Marsh from the defensive side of centre wing, squaring kick. Chance for Reynolds, couldn't quite take the mark there for the Devils. Blundell's hand pass was just cut off there. Ball now at ground level. Chance for the Devils if they're quick by foot. Might have been Doran out of the congestion. Inside 50. Wardell couldn't take the mark.
It's a simple mark that should have been taken, Todd.
And let off for the Devils. They'll get an opportunity to set up around stoppage, 45 metres out from their goal.
Uncontested, that should have been a mark and gone back and cleared outside 50.
Fenton contests the duel. He won the tap. The ball's just shanked out of nowhere. It's almost at right angles, really. Darling wanted deliberate. Oh, they've paid that. It was just a horrible tee-off, really, to use a golfing vernacular, that went straight out of bounds, Fridge, and they've been penalised for deliberate. Whoever tries to hit the ball out of bounds off the tee.
I don't know, Todd, these rules that they keep inventing.
So it's Cadman who goes short. The kick's okay to Hanson. He's got time to move. Kicks low, but it's all Cobras.
Waddell couldn't
take the mark. Inglis out of nowhere. Kicks it across the body, and he's put it through. Great finish there by the Devils.
That's just a horrible mistake. 2 in a row in the last 2 minutes by Tom Waddell.
And a player of Harley Inglis's experience, he just had one opportunity to grab and one opportunity to shoot. And it was a bit of a flip on its head as to what's happened to Bacchus Marsh in the last couple of plays there, a couple of fumbles, Fridge.
And don't give Harley Inglis any latitude with inside 50, mate, because he'll hurt you all the time.
Fridge will have all the goals for you at quarter time and half time. That's the opening goal for the Devils. It took them near 10 minutes to open their account. Scores level here at Cobraland as Fenton's follow-up work. His kick was smothered by King. He chipped wide out in the direction towards Owen. Ran onto his left side. He's non-preferred. I'd speak of Jaden. Back onto the ground. Back onto the right. Goes deep looking for brother. Little nudge under the football with Leonard, and he's taken the mark. And the umpire says, it's all yours, Jake. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal about 25 to 30 metres out.
A little bit fortuitous there, Todd. I thought there was a clear push in the back.
Well, for a couple of blokes who can't see 100 yards away from us, and to be able to see that push, you'd think that Leonard was a little stiff. But Owen will go back and have a shot on goal, and this will be the ideal reply for the Cobras in less than a minute. Jake Owen kicked the goal last week, played deep forward. Probably a line too deep, really, when you see how Ballarat football's going at the moment. And Owen makes no mistake, and much to the jubilation of the Cobra faithful, they restore their 6-point lead. They're 2 goals straight, Bacchus Marsh. They lead Darley 1 straight 6. 6-point lead to the Cobras. Fridge, how you seeing it?
Well, that's what lacked last week, Todd. The forwards played far too deep last week. At least with that passage of play, you had Jaden Owen leading up onto the wing, or sort of in between the wing and inside 50 or the 50-metre arc, and then obviously the kick high and deep into to Owen, his brother. He made a miraculous comeback, Jaden, because he looked down and out about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, you had him off to the Alfred there a few moments ago, and sure enough, straight back on the ground.
Epworth's closer.
Middle of the ground. We'll give that tap to Burton. King tries to break the tackle. He couldn't. Often tries that. The umpire says held to him, no prior. He'll come in and throw it up right in the middle of the ground near 12 minutes gone, opening term. Use of the body there by Fenton, trying to get some advantage there, protecting the space, but couldn't gain any advantage as the umpire says throw it up again. Opportunity here for Dixon.
Good.
Half a throw there, rugby league style to King. Came out wide towards Jaden Owen, tried to knock it forward towards King, but hit it into the knee of Hanson. And before you know it, it's fallen into the hands of Dixon, who was dispossessed by Nash Reynolds. As Brett, defensive 45, elects to go forward with the kick to half forward. Chance here for the Devils through Cousins. Couldn't take the mark. The debutant, son of Shane. 1989 premiership player, if you don't mind. Freak forward. Ball spills to ground. Umpire says, I'll have it. And he'll ball it up. Social Club side of the ground. Attacking side of centre wing for the Devils.
Fenton's got a Herculean job against Burton. I don't know much about Fenton, Todd.
Well, I'm not sure whether he would have slept well last night, that's for sure. Because Burton's got the better of plenty of good ruckmen in the Ballarat Football League over the journey. In fact, winning a 2018 Henderson medal. And was feeding in BOG in a couple of recent Bacchus March losses against the Devils. So let's see if the Cobras can capitalise on the Grundy-type Burton hits to advantage scenario. This ball goes to ground. Players in from everywhere. There's a dozen or so around the footy. And the umpire says, I'll have it, and he'll ball it up. Plenty of real estate on the outer side of the ground. There's just nobody there except the supporters behind the fence and a boundary umpire wondering whether he can see the footballers. The ball falls into the hands of Dixon. Strong tackle, thrown to the ground. The umpire could have gone either way. Dangerous tackle or holding the ball. He's gone with the former, and Steve Doran will take the free kick. True centre wing position, Social Club side of the ground. How'd you see that, Fritz?
Yeah, no, 50-50, Todd.
Right foot kick to the true half-forward position. Spotted Burton as if he was looking for him. Can you believe it? That's just something the Devils do not want to do. The rappel got to King, who got it to Willits, just inside the boundary line. Social Club centre wing decides to chip the ball forward, looking for Owen. Takes a comfortable marker speed of Jaden. Right foot kick. Goes in towards the brother direction. He had 2 to beat. Ball being thumped away. Chance here for the Devils to do the mopping up through. That was Banner on that occasion. As a party just dropped the ball.
Yeah, good tackle.
Umpire agreed. Too slow there, Andy. And it's the
German.
Coppers who'll have a shot on goal. German to impact the scoreboard. Taking him 15 minutes to do so. Fridge, can he get the journey from 50?
Yeah, I think the journey won't be any problem for him, Todd.
So this will really get the Cobras up and about. Some separation on the scoreboard. They lead by 6. German set sail for the judge. Off to the right, a bit closer to the scoreboard than the point post, if you don't mind. Just inside the boundary line. Players in from everywhere. Desperation wins out. Weight numbers, defence. The Devils have got them back. There'll be a ball up. 3 or 4 metres around from the point post. The Cobras kicking to the scoreboard end. To the scoreboard pocket. Just metres away from their goal. Nash Reynolds near the footy there, but the boundary line beats them all over the line for a boundary throw-in. This time 20 metres around from the Cobras goal, just in front of the scoreboard. Throwing to take place. Looks like Leonard's going to do the ruck work against Martin. Martin won that. Sharking there might have been German as the ball gets sort of knocked into the Cobras direction, close up towards the boundary line. The Devils' left foot kick gets towards half back. They're out of trouble momentarily. Foot race on in earnest. Keeping his feet there was Banner. Can he gather? He's got 2 to beat. Boundary line beats them all. Well, somehow there's a free kick to the Cobras. Work that out, but the ball gets squared up towards Burton. He wastes no time with a left foot kick to LaFranchi. LaFranchi just took the mark on the chest and wondered where he was for a second, and he thought, hang on, I've got to go my footy here to plays. He plays on, right foot kick. Chest mark dropped on half forward. Another opportunity here for the Devils to get themselves out of trouble. Right foot kick gets beyond defensive centre wing, but numbers back there for the Cobras. Might be Bartlett, is that?
Bartlett, yes, Todd.
Bartlett with ball in hand. I don't speak of Kevin. This man's got hair on his head. Ryan goes along the line. Right foot kick towards half forward. 75 metres away from the Cobra goal. Pressure's up here. Next goal, very important. The Cobras lead by 6 points. They're 2 straight 12. The Devils are 1 goal straight 6 near 17 minutes gone opening term, and be a ball up on the Cobras half forward line.
You know, there's no questioning about both sides' intensity at the footy, Todd. You know, they're hard at it at the moment.
Neither ruckman can gain any ascendancy. It's a hurried left foot kick there from Baker. Got beyond the outer side centre wing. Almost a half forward here for the Devils. Open forward line chance for said 1-on-1. Got around Veldon. Went to ground. Tackle was good. He was out of support. He took Veldon on, and the experience paid off, and somehow the Cobras get out of trouble. That looked a little bit dangerous given a better kick. But it set up for said, but it got towards half back. Devils kick over the shoulder towards the attacking 50. King. But they got numbers here through King. Right hand pass was okay. The kick wide to Parente and half back. Dropped what he should have taken. Now Stooldrive seems to be out of the play because he was ready for the next possession. But the umpire says holding the ball. Somehow Parente dropped that footy, and it ended up in Darley's hands, and the resultant tackle resulted in a dropping the ball. And Donovan has ball on defensive centre wing. Hanson knocked the ball forward as a party. Quick hands to Bewley. Got dispossessed. True. Social club side centre wing. Bacchus kick. Got towards Cabin on the bounce. Fielded it cleanly. Swung it to the left boot. Open forward line. Set over the back. Willett sit for him. He's got a yard on Veldon. Shot on goal. Excellent pressure there from Veldon. But the ball sockers through. You wouldn't believe it. He's put it through. Scores level here at Mattingly Park. 2 goals apiece, near 19 minutes gone opening term.
In that passage of play, Todd, previously Waddell dropped another mark that he should have taken. The kick comes out to Parente, drops a mark. Luck's of fortune that he actually got a free kick, which was 50-50. But the execution on this wing side was terrible. Darley come through, took the ball inside 50, and he's fairly lively, said.
Yes, he is a Vic Metro representative. Out of St Albans. Out of the middle, Burton got his own clearance. Grubbing the ball towards half forward. They've made a habit of responding quickly, the Cobras, as Nick still drives right foot kick, gets shallow inside 50. Chance here for the Cobras. They take it to ground. Bit of a soccer close up towards the boundary line. Can they keep it in? They can't. It looks like the big fella there in Owen goes over the line for a boundary throw-in. About 35 to 40 metres around from the Cobra goal.
He presents all the time, Jaden. You know, he's a real good workhorse.
Yep, I like his effort in the air and at ground level. And it was a good example, good sample size last weekend against Ballarat, despite the Cobras going down. Out of Gisborne in the Bendigo Football League, and the club's done exceptionally well to get him over to Bacchus Marsh.
Yeah, no, he's a Calder Cannon product too out of the TAC Cup, as well as with Jake.
Yeah, good pedigree. Let's hope the Cobras can benefit from his addition to the side in 2021. There's a repeat stoppage when here. 20 minutes gone opening term here at Mattingly Park. Ball up adjacent to the scoreboard. Bacchus Marsh in attack. What happened there? Deliberate?
Deliberate.
Yeah, well, it's one of those 50-50s. It'll go Bacchus Marsh's way. They waste no time. Right foot kick, poor assessment, and cutting it off was Matthew Brett. Yeah, you just can't outsmart smart players like Brett and Burton, for example, for either club. You've really got to shore up on your kicking, as Brett's kick gets beyond the defensive 50. Not the best kick you've ever seen. Rolls over the line for a boundary throw-in, but the Devils out of trouble momentarily.
Yeah, Brett must have had a reasonably good game last week, named in the best, and so he must be a very solid defender, Todd.
Yep, we'll give that tap to Leonard. Ball gets sort of shuffled rugby union style towards half-back. The umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go to the home side. An opportunity here for the Cobras, who concede some ground with a 45. Right in the middle of the ground. Chip short. Want to be good. Had to be. Marking the ball on the cricket pitch was Christopher. Right foot kick inside 50. Devils got the numbers here. Punch was good from Leonard. At ground level, the Cobras. Soon as they gather a tackle, the umpire lets it go. Hands were quick from Owen to German, who concedes some ground with a hand pass. Still dry was quick. Got it to Christopher. Right foot kick wide to the pocket. Thumped away behind the Devils' defence. To the safety of the boundary line. Over the line, there'll be a boundary throw in 70 metres around from the Cobras goal. Outer side of the ground, they kick to the scoreboard end in this opening term. Near 22 minutes gone.
Yeah, the last 3-4 minutes have been inside 50 for Bacchus Marsh, and they haven't been able to capitalise, Todd.
Boundary throw in. Burton not involved in that contest, and with a bit of luck, the ball gets shuffled forward by the Devils. They gain about 10 or 15 metres for their side. And over the line for a boundary throw in. Defensive side, centre wing, outer side of the ground. 12 points apiece here. Nearing time on opening term. There's the throw in. Leonard in the ruck. Tap one there by Martin. Got it towards half forward. And I speak of outer half forward. And there's a bit of a stacks on the mill. Probably both teams looking for a reset after that blowout early in this opening term.
Yeah, I think they'll be looking for quarter time, Todd.
There's the ball up. 2-on-1 here. Cobras have got the number at ground level. It's where the Devils can infringe or get an effective tackle. They managed to hack the ball forward into the middle of the ground here. It's a matter of who can keep their feet. Could have been a free kick against the Devils in the middle. The umpire said no. And there'll be a ball up. Good pressure there from Christopher coming off half back. There's the ball up. Leonard in the ruck. Goes to ground. Chance here for the Devils. Spiteri hurries the ball onto boot. Got it to Inglis, who's tackled by two Cobra players. Taken to the ground. The umpire says, no prior. I'll ball it up. Attacking side of the middle of the ground here for the Devils. Scores level 12 apiece. There's the ball up. It's a matter of how much conversion the Devils can get when Burton's not in the ruck. Not getting anything at the moment. It's all a bit of a stalemate as the German is tackled, taken to the ground. Umpire said play on. They've got a free kick there, the playing coach, as the ball's muscled towards half forward without a great deal of vision. There were two Devils waiting there, but they got a terrible bounce as ball goes to ground level. And if you don't mind, umpire, he's pinged him in a free kick to the Cobras, 55 metres out from goal.
He did have prior opportunity there, Todd.
It's Griffiths. Notable pressure forward. Gives a hand pass.
King.
Over towards King. Quick pot shot of the goals from 50. Sprays it off to the right and out of bounds. Oh, no, it snuck in for a point. The Devils waste no time through. Collie. Kick's got to be good here. Found Cadman. I'll speak of Joel. He's just inside the defensive 50 for the Devils. A kick to the railway end. Near 24 and a half minutes gone opening term. Right foot kick comes to the Social Club side centre wing. Cobras with numbers through Christopher. Got it to Blundell. Conceded some ground to Wardell. Right foot kick. Now this one would want to be good. It was a little bit errant. Sort of fancied Ankrum in the end. But Cobras have got the numbers as the siren sounds to end this stalemate at quarter time. It took near 25 minutes. And at the end of it, scores are level. Just the way you'd want a crosstown rivalry. German. Still Dryer and Burton. With Spiteri, Fenton. Baker and as a party for the Devils. Siren sounds to get played away. There's the ball up. Tap one by Burton, but it went straight to Baker. Hurry left foot kick inside 50. Well read by Waddell. Did everything but take the mark. Ball at ground level here. Opportunity. Good follow up there by Baker. Socket the ball another 15 metres. Got it there, said. Excellent grab below the knees. Tackled. Taken to the ground. Big appeal for holding the ball from the Cobras faithful, but the umpire said no prior. He'll come in and pick the ball up. 40 metres away from the Devils' goal.
Well, I'd be happy with that start in this first couple of minutes, Todd, inside 50 straight away.
Cobras lead by a point. Devils into attack, albeit a shallow entry. Kick around the body was okay from Banner. Did Inglis hang on to it long enough? The umpire said no. Ball at ground level. Set over the footy. Players in from everywhere. Ball spills free. Going in head first there. Might have been Baker, but the umpire says I'll have it and there'll be a ball up. It's about 35 metres out from the Devils' goal. It's Burton against Fenton. Neither ruckman gain any ascendancy here. But it's the Cobras. Kick across the body to the defensive 50. Parente dropped what he should have taken. Quick hands from Cousins. Got it over towards Reynolds. Left foot kick from Baker was ordinary. Missed the lot over the line. Out of bounds on the full adjacent to the behind post. And LaFranchi will bring the ball back into play.
And Parente, he's a class player, Todd, and, he's made a couple of mistakes tonight.
LaFranchi will come. Social club side of the ground. Get the Cobras out of trouble. Hanson the fly. Jaden Owen couldn't take the mark. Gathered at ground level by Jake. Searching hand pass. Found only the boundary line as he went looking for Shea. Aaron handball. Devils on half forward. They trail by 1 point. Need 2 minutes gone second term. Burton with the tap. Drops it at ground level. Ball hustled forward there by German by foot. Knocked off the footy there was Hanson. Jaden Owen did well. Brett was even better. Tried to arrest the ball back towards the Devils. He did so. Reynolds needs to be clean. He was dispossessed. Still trying over the footy. So too as a party. Ball spills free over the line for a boundary throw in. Jaden Owen, Luther Baker. Just remonstrating there briefly. Just showing off bright white mouth guards to one another. There's the throw in. How about that thump from Burton? Was nearly as good as a kick. Socket off the ground by German. Got it towards half forward. Chance here for Griffiths. Good hands. Went first option. Got it to Nick Struldryer. Went deep into attack looking there forwards. Jake Owen couldn't take the mark. Ball here at ground level. Could have been held without it. The umpire put two hands up in the air and said, I'll let it go. Chance here for the Cobras. Shea gathers the footy. Had to wait under it for a while. Tackled by Baker. Take it to the ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up 45 minutes out from the Cobras goal.
So a bit of fight in this game. Luther Baker shaping up to Jaden Owen is 6'6" to 5'10".
Ball up. Tap one there by Burton. Just to his feet. There's too many around the footy. And there'll be a repeat stoppage. 3 minutes gone second term. No scores added.
Darley, we're just loving this stoppage after stoppage.
13 the Cobras. Darley 12. There's the ball up. Ball spills free. It's just 50-50 footy at the moment. It's just hoping for the best both sides as they're all just hacking the ball forward and knocking it forward, hoping for the best, Fridge.
Yeah, there's no system. It's just head it forward and clear it as good as you can.
Be interesting to see how these two sides go after half-time, after they got the runaround a little bit last weekend in their opening round losses, as Baker's hand pass was okay. The Devils clear by foot and they get themselves out of trouble, but they had too much on it. It's gone out of bounds on the full. And the ball will come back into 50 as quickly as it went in for the Cobras. So the right foot kick, shallow entry, goes into the Owen direction, but it's been cut off and well read by the Devils. Short kick's okay, finds Hanson. He's got time, can go to Colley. Colley wheels back around to the right. Short kick's good. Finds Baker. Defensive side to the middle of the ground. Gave it back to Colley. Has time to deliver and get it right. The kick's good. Uncontested mark taker there on half forward for the Devils. Right foot kick by Ankrum is smothered. Chance here for Blundell. Close up against the boundary line. Inglis lends assistance. I speak of Brad. The gather's good. Got the ball inside 50. Could have been a push on the Cobra. The umpire said no. Chance here now for Darley. Left foot kick goes into the said direction. He's got Belden to beat and Wardell. Belden and Wardell go for the football with said ball knocked to ground level. Will it spill out for the Devils? Doran just has a pot shot at the goals, but on the last line of defence, Daniel Burchett. He's done that plenty over the journey. He's short. Left foot kick was safe. Tested Christopher to the right side of his body, but he was up to the task. Took a nice mark on the chest. Like a catch in the gully there it was. How about that for a shank kick? Went straight through the hands of Tyson Shea. Darley unable to capitalise, just lacking a little bit of Benny Hill music over the top of those two disposals there, Fridge.
See, once again, just, kicking to somebody, like just a simple kick is errant and, the skill is ordinary.
Burton won the tap, real advantage. Devils got the numbers. In fact, Burton was trying to do his own work. Oh, it was stiff to get pinged there, if you don't mind. Yeah. I'll tell you what, if that went to court, he'd get off. Don't worry about that. He'd probably actually get a payout. That's how stiff he was, as the left foot kick from Colley went into attack. And a nice mark taken on the last line there was by Velden. He wastes no time. Right foot kick to come out of defence here if the Cobras can share it and share it alike as they do. They're trying to work their way out through handball as the ball ended up with Willits on half back. German threw the ball onto boot, didn't really look, was hoping more for the best. Devils in front, couldn't take the mark. Good pressure from Griffiths at the back, and he'll enable a stoppage there. Good pressure from Billy Griffiths there, Fridge.
Yeah, he was caught behind his opponent and done a good job to affect the spoil, Todd.
Bacchus March 13, lead Darley 12. Been playing near 6.5 minutes, second term here. Fenton did well, just somehow got Burton out of the play. That was a rarity. Got it towards Inglis. Copping one over the shoulder there. Would have been Roy. Umpire called play on. Ball goes forward. Chance here for the Cobras to do the mopping up through LaFranchi, who got the ball over towards Dixon. Tumbling right foot torpedo. Chance here for Brett, who might have been tripped, but he looks hurt there, Brett. Keep an eye on that, Fridge, as the ball gets towards half forward there for the Devils. 4 or 5 players in from everywhere. And the umpire will come in and effect a ball up.
He's grabbing at his ankle, but he seems to be moving away from...
Just looked like that awkward hindrance, when you go to kick the ball and someone gets a hand on your foot.
Yeah.
Chance here for Ankrum on the cricket pitch.
Baker.
Can't gain any ascendancy. Baker over the football. Tackle's good. Ball goes to ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. And he'll ball it up just short of a length of the scoreboard end here, right in the middle of the ground here at Mattingley Park. No score added. Been playing 7.5 minutes second term.
Just an arm wrestle, Todd, and just no free-flowing football whatsoever.
Burton tried to grab it out of the ruck. Excellent smother there by Baker, but it spilled into the hands of the Cobras. Charging out from half back there would have been Leonard. His hand pass gets the Devils out of trouble momentarily, but the umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go Darley's way. And it looks like it's going to go to As a Party.
No.
Who's forwarded the ball onto Cadman. He goes short. Kicks okay to Roy. Right foot kick. Deep into attack. It looks okay. And the mark's been taken there by Doran. 50 metres out from goal. Near 8.5 minutes gone second term. Neither side has added to the score in this second term. And a real scrappy affair, Fridge. 13 plays 12, 8.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, typical of where they're situated on the ladder, Todd. Darley's, got young, enthusiastic kids, and they'll just keep doing this all night.
So Doran from 50 did what Bacchus Marsh did 3 times in the opening term. Kicked it across the face of goal. Didn't quite get the distance. Soccer off the ground. Might have been Baker, in fact, and it got smothered. Plenty of players around the footy. Bacchus Marsh trying to do the mopping up and get themselves out of trouble, and they will. Nick Stilldryer, right foot kick was poor. Chance here for the Devils to do the mopping up through. Was Reynolds, in fact. High kick, got beyond the required distance. Good effort to spoil there by Baker, but the mark's been taken there by Schwarzenberg. Schwarzenberg goes high with the kick. I'm not sure about that one either. We're looking for Dixon. The spoil was good from Cadman. Ball at ground level. Chance here for Reynolds. Gather was good. Hand pass was better. Got it to Bewley. Left foot kick. Shallow entry inside 50. And the mark's been taken there by Mace Cousins. 55 metres out from goal. No real effective system going on forward of the ball for any side, really, Fridge.
It's just chaos footy, Todd. Chaos footy.
Yep, this game could go either way of what we've seen. And Cousins goes onto the left foot. Long left foot kick. Has gone off to the left, missed everything out of bounds on the full for the youngster. You reckon there would have been a couple of options short for him, but no. Gave Burton enough time to get back on the last line, and he'll roost the ball back with the left foot beyond the defensive 50. Ball there from Leonard. Fell into the hands of Brett, who seems to have recovered. Kicks okay. And the mark's been taken 50 metres out from goal there by Banner. Right on the half-forward line. Right foot kick. Sends the ball out towards Doran. Might have pushed his defender. The umpire said no, but the Cobras will get out of trouble momentarily. Here's an opportunity for Stilldryer. Hand pass over the top was okay. Chance for Dixon. Has the pace. Right foot kick across the body. Collie gave away an unnecessary free kick there. The Devils were out. And it was soft. Gave it to Nick Stilldryer. Kick into the middle of the ground was ordinary. Here's an opportunity here for Banner. Will the ball sit? It does for Inglis. Gave it back to Banner on half forward. Threw it onto the boot. And cutting it off there was LaFranchi. Goes out of side of the ground towards half back. Here's Burton now. by himself. Got time to weigh up the options. Gives the hand pass. Kick now goes beyond half forward. Out into the Owen direction. If Darley used up all their tickets in their forward half for this term. Time will tell whether the Cobras can convert. They can't for now. There'll be a ball up 50 metres out from the Cobras goal, out of sight of the ground, right in front of the rotunda.
Similar to Bacchus Marsh in the first quarter, they've had the ball inside 50 for the last 6 minutes and haven't been able to capitalise.
Opportunity for Burton. Left foot kick across the body. And it's Griffiths who comes out. Couldn't take the mark. The umpire called play on. Devils will get out of trouble with a hurried right foot kick. Went it back out into that Burton direction, but his hand pass went to the nearest person. He was fortuitous. It fell into the hands of a Cobra man who went further. They're about 40 metres out from goal. Spiteri does the mopping up. Right foot kick. Misses everything over the line. Out of bounds on the full. And a chance for the Cobras to send the ball back into attack.
There's only the Benny Hill music that only missing here at the moment, Todd.
Well, I hope they've got a soundtrack because it could have been going for about 45 minutes. As Burton goes short, the kick's okay. And it's still dry. Keeps the ball low. Goes in the direction of Willits. Couldn't gather. Chance here for the Devils to do the mopping up. They go defensive side with handball. Brett was very good. Enabled the Devils defence to go right foot beyond centre wing out of sight of the ground. Sends over the ball. Can't get an effective disposal away. The umpire calls play on. There's half a dozen around the footy at the moment. So the more untidy the play gets, the more numbers that get around the ball, the more stoppage we have and the less flow we have. Correct, Fridge?
100%, Todd. There's just no free flowing. It's just pressure all the time.
Opportunity here for King. Left foot kick out wide. Comes off hands over the line for a boundary throw in. Adjacent to the rotunda, about 45 metres around from the Cobra goal. There's been no score to eat for either side. We've been playing 13 minutes second term.
It's like watching a soccer match at the moment, Todd.
Boundary throw in. Out of sight of the ground, and when I speak outer, I speak of a long way away. Chance here for the Devils, hope for more than anything else. Kick across the body, goes out towards the half-back line. Lafranchi's pushed up, gathers the ball, got it to Dixon. Shack of a kick, that'll be 3 in a row for the young fella. Chance here for the Devils, they turn it over, but Inglis might have cut one high. The umpire let it go. Still numbers here with the Cobras. They feed the ball out towards Martin. He goes to the top of the goal square. Cobras set themselves as Owen taking the mark. The umpire's paid over the shoulder. And it's going to be a free kick to Owen. And he shouldn't have much trouble from here, Fritz.
Wouldn't think so, Todd, but, he has missed them from here before.
So Burton comes off for a spell. It'll be interesting to see how the Devils respond here. Nick Stilldryer off for a spell as well. German back onto the ground, as to Jaden Owen. So Owen, from point blank range, really, this is one you'd kick in the backyard when you're 4 years old. Leans back on the kick, straight over the goal. Umpire said no mistake there. On the arm wrestle for the opening 15 minutes favours the Cobras. They've kicked the opening goal of the second term. It's taken 14 and a half minutes to register a score, if you don't mind. They're 3-1-19. Darley a 2-goal straight 12.
And they're into it in the goal square. So the Owen brothers are all into it and all remonstrating. So not very happy probably with the free kick, Todd, I'd say. You might have thought it was a bit soft.
Oh, Darley, I thought you were suggesting the Cobras weren't happy with that. But
no.
Look at them all searching back here. This is interesting to see what's going on. Is it just a 6-6-6 scenario? Well, who knows? So look, you'd reckon a bunch of fellas that had a TV under their arm and they're all running in the same direction.
They've actually paid a free kick in the centre for
there you go.
The
that explains the rush back. It's Fenton, the ruckman for Darley, who plays on with a hand pass to Colley, along with the right foot kick. Goes forward, could have been a push there. The umpire agreed. And the free kick's going to go to Cousins on debut. Mace Cousins, Western Jets player, left footer. Good raps on the young kid, plays cricket for Bacchus Marsh, can bat.
Yeah, did win a premiership in the junior under-15s with Bacchus Marsh, actually, Todd.
There you go. So Cousins, good size. Put on some good size the last couple of years as he set sail for the Judds. Nervous kick, pretty ordinary one at that. It's chopped off. the top of the goal square by Waddell. And he'll get the Coppers out of trouble. Disappointing effort there as Waddell goes to the outer side of the ground. Big fly there from Burton, it might have been. Umpire calls play on. Bit of a stacks on the mill. 3, 4, 5, 6 players in from everywhere. Close up against the boundary line. The umpire does everyone a favour and says, I'll have it. He'll ball it up 55 metres away from the Darley goal.
I think it might have been Jaden Owen flying through the air, Todd.
Yeah, doesn't mind a good leap. There's the tap, favours the Darley direction, gets to within 50 metres from their goal as King gathers. His kick smothered, just took a little bit too long to get rid of it there. Players in from everywhere again. You'd imagine another stoppage adjacent to the scoreboard, this time 45 metres around from the Darley goal, out of sight of the ground.
Yeah, and,
there's the ball up. Neither side can gain any real momentum out of that ball up here as there's players in from everywhere. The umpire's picked out a free kick and it's going to go to Bacchus Marsh as they go sideways in transition now. The kick's okay. Finds Waddell, is it?
Yes, Waddell.
Right foot kick, keeps it low. Looking for Schwarzenberg, couldn't take the mark. His follow-up work was good. Got it towards Bartlett, gave it to Parente, was under the pump, thrown to the ground. Ball spilled from Azapati, got it to Doran. 2-on-1 said, couldn't take the mark. It's Banner at the back. Can he get the socket of the football? He can't. And it's rushed through for a minor score. Darley's first score of the term took 17 and a half minutes, if you don't mind. The margin back to 6 points. Bacchus Marsh 3-1-19 lead Darley 2-1-13.
That's the thing with the Devils. Who have they got with regards to, like, no Jake Edwards? Who have they actually got that can kick a goal for them, Todd?
Yeah, well, they'll be hoping Santa kicked 50 goals a couple of years ago in the Western region will do the job as the ball gets cleared out of defence. At ground level, chance here for Dixon. Hacks the ball towards half forward, member side of the ground. Brett trying to tap the ball to the advantage of the youngster in Havelberg, but missed him. Here's a one-on-one here for the Coppers. Willits running into an open goal. Can go the soccer against Hansen. I think he's got it. He has. Willits kicks a goal. 4-1-25, the Coppers. Biggest lead of the match. They lead Darley 2-1-13, 12-point ball game. 18 and a half minutes gone second term.
Interesting, Owen gets the ball on the wing, across to Griffiths, long kick into the forward line deep. Let him run onto it, you know. It's not hard footy.
And Joe Willits over the back there, just getting a...
Had the Michael Jackson last week, had the one glove on.
Yeah. Ball up back in the middle of the ground. It's 2-goal lead to the Coppers. Burton wanting a free kick. Umpire let it go. Did the right thing as the party hacks the ball out of the middle of the ground towards half forward. Tackles okay. Chance here for LaFranchi. Concedes the ground with a hand pass. That's okay. And Schwarzenberg gets the ball towards King, who takes the mark there in front of Ankrum. Wastes no time. Plays on. That's better footy. Got it towards Jaden Owen. Couldn't take the mark off hands. Some good pressure there by Sed over the line for a boundary throw-in.
The kick wasn't a bit high. It was very errant.
True centre wing position, Social Club side of the ground. It's the Coppers who lead by 12 points. 19 and a half minutes gone. Burton was about to throw the boot at it out of mid-air, but realised that Stilldry was there to take the crumb. He was dispossessed. Umpire says, I'll have it. He'll come in and effect the ball up. Scrappy footy, Mattingly Park, under the lights here. 12-point lead to the Cobras. Near 20 minutes gone second term. There's the ball up. Knocked in the direction there of Roy. Gathers. Right foot kick. Gets towards half forward. Looking there for Cousins. His pressure was good. Manages to see the ball over the line for a boundary throw-in. Bartlett doing the mopping up there for the Cobras.
I think the Devils have dropped the man behind play.
Jade Nolan and Matthew Brett remonstrating. There's the boundary throw-in. Attacking side of centre wing, Social Club side of the ground for the Devils. Burton won the tap. Socket off the ground by Fenton. Got it to the Devils attacking 50. Who can win the footy? It's pretty hard in there. It's trying to find that piece of Lego you can't find when you're a kid when you're trying to clean things up, Fridge.
You know, need a vacuum cleaner out there now at the moment, Todd.
26 or 25 plays 13. 20 minutes gone. You wouldn't expect a long quarter here. Chance here for Brett, who's pushed forward. Left foot kick to the top of the square. Chance here for Cabin. He couldn't take the mark. Leading into the race there would have been the Cobras' defence as they knock 1 and 2 off the footy. Trying to get some leeway there, but they can't. They did want to hold it in there. They seem to be outnumbered. They're deep in defence there, but they've effected stoppage right in front of the scoreboard here at Mattingley Park. Darley kick to the scoreboard end. Ball's about 30 metres out from their goal, just inside the boundary line. Next goal crucial here. An 18-point lead to the Cobras for a 7-point lead that will tell a story at half-time, Fridge.
Yeah, no, it's going into half-time. Most players look up at the scoreboard, and if you're 3 down, it's a little bit difficult to get back up after 3 down.
Hacked out of the stoppage by the Cobras. They got it beyond the defensive 50. Devils have got the numbers here that they just throw the ball on boot, hope for more than anything else. Ball at ground level here. Just sharking, relying on the smalls to get them out of trouble. Again, just another hack forward, knocked over the line by the Cobras' defence. Some 25 metres around from their goal, the Devils' goal I speak of.
And the style of footy that Darley are playing is just chaos. Get the ball kicked. There's nothing, no science in it, Todd.
Well, they're lacking a key forward and a key half forward, really, aren't they? When you look at the style of players, Spiteri tries to gather the football. He can't cleanly. Could have been a free kick there to Bacchus. The umpire let it go. Ball at ground level. Stoppage imminent. Umpire blows the whistle. 35 metres out from the Darley goal. 22 and a half minutes gone. It's the Cobras who lead by 12 points. Ball up. Fenton. Burton again. Ball at ground level. Scrimmage of players. Tell you what, you wouldn't be trying to sell this game to a pen friend that had never seen it before in Sweden, would you, Fridge?
No, thank Christ they're not listening to us up there in Sweden.
Ball up, ball at ground level. Darley needing to win a 50-50 out of this forward stoppage, but they can't. And the umpire will come in and effect another ball up. 23 minutes gone, second term. 4-1-25, Bacchus Marsh lead. Darley 2-1-13. Just hacked out of the stoppage by hand and fist as Bartlett tries to push his way clear and get it towards the defensive 50. Could have been a free kick to Darley. The umpire said no. Ball gets sort of knocked free over towards the boundary line. In light that would have been perfect for a game of murder in the dark there as it splits the two lights in that forward pocket. But what I can see is the man in line will come in and effect the ball up 50 metres around from the Darley goal.
He's the only bloke that I can see, Todd.
4-1-25, Bacchus Marsh lead, Darley 2-1-13. There's the ball up. Cobras managed to knock the ball beyond their defensive 50. And the rugby scrum continues to no real advantage for either side, and there'll be another stoppage. Can we give the votes to stoppage at game's end? I reckon he's probably had 40 in the first half.
Well, he is on top on the possession count, that's for sure, on stoppages, because that's all it's been. Well, a game of stoppages, Todd.
Let's just hope he can play golf. Ball at ground level. The umpire's done the right thing. He's picked out a free kick, but unfortunately for the Devils, it's going to go the Cobras' way, and they're going to get their way out of trouble. It looks like German with the footy, is it?
Yep.
He'll go short. You'd want to hope it's good. Missed the target. Ball at ground level. Chance of Blundell. Hurried left foot kick. Gets the ball towards half forward. Needless to say, it's a bouncing, grubby ball. Neither side can gain any ascendancy with the disposal coming out of either defence, and the umpire will effect a ball up. 25 Bacchus Marsh lead, Darley 13. Near 25 minutes gone, second term. Ball up. Hacked out of the congestion there by Stilldry. Got it towards the attacking 50. Owen couldn't take the mark. Havelberg bailed up. Had 2 to beat. Hopeful hand pass more than anything else. Went in the collie direction and missed him. Chance here for the Cobras across the body. They like it. He might have put that through. Against the runner play. Breaks the stalemate of Willits. Kicks his second for the term. And Bacchus Marsh extend. They're 5-1-31. They lead Darley 2-1-13. We've got an 18-point ball game here in PFL Game Day. Apple 98.5 FM. So Cobras in front.
Luck's a fortune again. Once again, deep kick into the goal square. Willits the opportunist off the ground, so he's actually ticked 2 off the ground. So it is like a soccer game to him.
Let's just hope there's plenty going on in the second half to write about during the week, as you'll read all about the Mirrabel News come Tuesday, delivered Wednesday, as the Cobras get the clearance towards half forward. Can they get 2 quick ones in a row? Get some more space. Excellent work there by Griffiths. Right foot kick by Stilldryer. Owen the flyer over the back. Martin, can he get a socket to it? I reckon there might be another goal.
Yes. Oh, Willits, is it?
It's a goal. It might even be Willits again. Who would have thought there that they've had 3 Joe the Goose in such a tight game? Might have been Martin there, Fridge.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. 6-1-37, the Cobras. Lead Darley 2-1-13. 24-point lead now. Near 26.5 minutes gone. Second term. Ball up, back in the middle of the ground. Fenton and Burton. Burton won the tap. Good. That's a bit of pressure by Devils. That's much better as Spiteri runs through the middle of the ground. Right foot kick deep into attack, looking for Said. Ball thumped away by Veldon. Ball at ground level. Now, that was the best 30 seconds we'd seen for the match. Excellent tackle applied there by the Devils. Ball at ground level. Can they get themselves out of trouble here? Inglis hand passes. Hope for more than anything else. You would have thought of pushing the back there, but the Cobra defender, the umpire, said no. And there'll be a ball up. Last chance for the Devils to score in this second half, this opening half, you'd think.
Yeah, doesn't it look so much better when they just get it and they go deep and they go long forward, Todd?
Tap one, indeed. Tap one by Burton. Goes out wide into the Spiteri direction. Ball at ground level. What can the Devils muster? They can't, as the Cobras get their way beyond the defensive 50. Courage there from the Devils. Umpire called play on. Oh. Dispossessed. That was holding the ball. Umpire paid the advantage. Here's an opportunity for Waddell over the cricket pitch. Hand passes ordinary for Burton. Made it difficult. Reading it well there was Cadman, in fact, knocked the ball towards the attacking 50 there for the Devils, and there'll be a stoppage. Cobras were out there, just some poor execution let them down, Fridge.
Tyson Shea, experienced campaigner, that's unexcusable, Todd. No pressure whatsoever.
Ball up, tap one by Burton, needing a clearance here of the Devils. They can't get one. It was Adam as a party into the side tonight. The umpire will come in and effect a repeat ball up 50 metres away from the Devils' goal. They trail by 24 points after trailing by a point at quarter time. Burton just grabbed it out of the ruck, just threw it onto the boot, but it fell fortuitously into the hands of Stilldryer, who went to the other side centre wing. Kick wasn't that great, but kicked into space. The fat side of Jake Owen, who took the mark. Right foot kick. Goes in the direction of Willits. Juggled the ball over the line.
He's paid the mark, Todd.
He couldn't have paid that, surely.
I reckon he has.
No, boundary throw-in will take place. Good decision by the boundary umpire. He can't take the catch over the boundary line. It's not out. As Burton grabs the ball out of the ruck, hacks the ball forward towards half-forward. Chance for Griffiths at ground level. He's looked dangerous tonight. His gather was okay. Hand pass was sent out wide, was good to the Cobras who got numbers through Parente. Right foot kick goes deep to the teeth of goal. Devils have got numbers. They managed to get a fist to ball as the siren sounds for half-time. And it's Bacchus Marsh who lead at home on Manningley Park in this crosstown rival derby. It's the Cobras 6-1-37 who lead Darley 2-1-13. Played 30 minutes in that second term. The Devils trail by a point at quarter time. They now trail by 24. The Cobras with their tails up, heading into half-time here at Manningley Park. A break, and we'll be back with the third quarter action.
A good head-to-head battle between him and Joey Symes at times, so it wasn't his best performance, but he's still a quality player, and he's rocking George.
So not all lost. I know it's a small sample size, but Redan showed enough to come back from a few goals down to level late, so they were able to get a bit out of the game.
Yeah, for sure, and they're definitely. No hope is lost for Jared Connor and his boys there, and they brought some new kids as well. I think they had 3 or 4 debutants as well, so plenty of future and promise for the Lions for sure.
Now those recruits of Sebastopol, adding those to the existing 22.
closer to your community with Apple 98.5 FM.
For your complete branding solutions, call Frank at Fully Promoted
Ball got towards half forward.
Owen.
Inside 50 here for the Cobras, opening minute here in the second half. Much better start here by the Cobras. The umpires picked out a free kick, and it's going to go their way. It's going to be Griffiths with ball in hand. He'll go back and have a shot on goal from about 45 metres out. It's the Cobras 37 who lead Darley 13. Opening minute, third term, Fridge.
Yes, Dan Roy wouldn't want this to be happening in the first minute. The Cobras coming out to kick, having a shot on goal. You'd think that Dan would suspect that he'd like his boys to have, to kick the first two or three. But unfortunately, Cobras have gone inside 50 and Griffiths has been paid a free kick and lining up for goal, Todd.
Yep, well, we'll see how he goes. Jaden Owen off for the rest of the game.
He's done an ankle.
So Griffiths from 40, set sail for the judge. Plenty of weight across the face of goal. Matthew Brett takes the mark on the last line. The Werribee affiliate goes short. The kick's good. Chance here for the Devils to run away with a right foot kick. Gets towards half back, out wide. Nice mark overhead. Too far away from us. It might have been as a party. Plays on. No, it was Bewley, in fact. Got the ball to half forward. Found Said. Umpires, what's he done here? He's paid a free kick somehow. A push. It'll go to the Cobras' way. So they get the ball to German. Outside centre wing. No, it's going to come back behind the mark.
LaFranchi.
And LaFranchi with ball in hand goes short. Right foot kick outside centre wing. His kick's okay. Not a bad crowd in attendance here this evening, Fridge.
Yeah, very good crowd, Todd. A healthy crowd tonight.
Right foot kick to half forward's okay to Shea. Too far out to score. Right foot kick goes in the direction of Owen. Did everything bar take the mark. It was a good effort. Ball at ground level. Snapped across the body. But the mark's been taken there by Brett. He'll come to the Social Club side of the ground, weighing up the options. Goes short. Finds Cadman. Hanson wanted the handball. Ignored. Chip right foot kicks okay. Finds Roy. Playing coach on half back. Social Club side of the ground. The Devils kicking to the railway end. Overcooked the kick there, did Roy, but it sat okay there for Reynolds. Running across the middle of the ground there would have been Spiteri towards half forward, and it goes inside 50, and the mark's been taken there by Leonard. Looks like Leonard might have pushed forward.
Yep. Started at 7.5 forward, Todd.
Good roll of the dice here by the Devils, if he can impact the scoreboard. And Darren Leonard, a Ballarat Football Netball League representative, normally known for his exploits in the back half, will have a shot on goal from about 45. Gets under the ball as he got the carry, set at the back. He's taken the mark, and the opportunist said, well, what's going on here? Central umpire having a word with goal umpire and boundary umpire. It's a threesome of lime. If you've ever seen one before in your life, or if you haven't, it's going on here. Well, looks like Sed's going to have the shot on goal, but he's got the miracle angle to overcome as the Cobras try and get into that protected area to negate the snap. But he's a natural right footer, comes around, opportunist, misses to the near side, let off there for the Cobras, and that's just what the Devils needed, albeit a goal, but alas, they're 2-2-14. They trailed Bacchus Marsh by 23 points. They're 6-1-37.
And that's what the Devils have got to put up with, Todd. You know, like Sed's, he's not a 6-footer. He's only a 5'9" at best.
Yeah, well, when he has opportunity, he needs to convert. Ball comes back into play. They come, unrealistic attempt there from Roy. Umpire called play on. Ball at ground level. Umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up. 55 metres away from the Darley goal. Social Club side of the ground. They kick to the railway end of this third term. There's the ball up. Tap one by Fenton, but only as far as King. has time to get onto the right foot. Held without it there was the Cobras, but Griffiths throws the ball onto boot. Got the ball, Aaron Cabin, who got it to Collie, got it to Brett. Normally good by foot, right foot kick over there towards Roy. Will it sit for him? It does. Left foot kick, forward's okay. Devils couldn't take the mark. Good work there by Waddell, combining with handball now kick. They get themselves out of trouble and beyond centre wing, conceding some ground with handball. Now Waddell squares the kick to German, who marks, weighs up the options. Wrong-footed Burton momentarily, but he's got time. On the left foot, good switch of play. Harris King marks onto the Social Club. True centre wing position. Keeps the ball low. Ordinary kick, but allowed Willis to run onto the ball. Across the body. Confidence up. He kicked the last couple of the... Well, two of the last three in that second term. Just so the viewers didn't turn off. But that kick was found wanting in the end. It's gone over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Could have had another option. Could have handballed off the King there. But wheeled around onto his right foot and probably should have given it off the King there.
Well, there's something going on here. The Cobras are going to end up back with the ball. So I didn't see Willett dumped as he kicked, but that's what may have eventuated here as he has ball back in hand. And he has every intent of having a shot here from 55 metres out. Bacchus Marsh 37, lead Darley 14. 6.5 minutes gone. Third term as Willits set sail for the judge. The first one went off to the left, the second one off to the right, and through for a minor score. 6-2-38, Bacchus Marsh lead Darley 2-2-14. Tell you what, if this was a box office movie, Fridge.
No tickets.
No tickets. Collie out of defence. Rifle kick gets to half-back. Cadman. No pressure. Juggles the mark. Weighs the option. Half-back goes short. Chips good. Finds Ankrum. Went to go inboard. Weighing up the options. Right in front of us. Defensive side of centre wing. Goes short. Spiteri up to the task, as was the kick. Squaring kick towards half-back to Brett. Want to be quick, under pressure. Right foot kick to the attacking 50. Coming out and reading it well there was Waddell, who marks on the defensive 50, goes out of sight of the ground.
Good option.
Looking there towards Nick Stilldryer. Plays on. Hand pass was okay. German's kick further afield was pretty ordinary, I think. One bounce over the line for a boundary throw-in. But territory gained. It wasn't German, in fact. But there'll be a boundary throw-in nonetheless. On half forward for the Cobras, out of sight of the ground somewhere over there in the darkness.
We've gone 7 minutes and 45 into this quarter, Todd, and there's only minimal stoppages in this 7 minutes.
Hurried kick out of the congestion favours the Cobras. Here's another Joe the Goose goal over the back for the Cobras through Jay Cohen, and he puts it through. And the Cobras get their 7th, and they extend their lead to 30 points. They're 7-2-44. They lead Darley 2-2-14. Near 8.5 minutes gone, third term. A few frustrated players out there as they remonstrate with one another.
Well, that ain't going to help Darley one bit.
No,
Todd.
It's the Cobras who'll leave that melee of sorts with a smile on their face. 30 points ahead of the ledger. They're 7-2-44. They lead Darley 2-2-14. And Darley again, goalless in the second term, as they were last week. And have yet to impact the scoreboard on the goal front. Near 9 minutes gone, third term. We're back in the middle of the ground. It's Burton and Fenton. Burton won the tap. Umpires picked out a free kick.
Still dry.
It'll go to the Cobras, but the advantage paid.
Blundell.
Right foot kick from Blundell goes forward. Good commitment there from Brett. Ball spills free. Right foot kick from Cadman. Comes out towards half-back. Chase on in earnest. High tackle there from Cadman. It's going to be a free kick to the Cobras, and it'll go to the youngster in Parente. Attacking side of centre wing. Social Club side of the ground. Right foot kick goes inside. 50 on the fly. Couldn't take the mark. Chance here for Martin. Tackle by Azapati. Umpire called play on. Chance here for Shea at ground level. Spooned out by the Devils. Hurried left foot kick gets the half back.
Oh, good commitment.
Couldn't take the mark. Billy Griffiths coming off the ground. Hands on head. Might have copped one. Might have copped the heavy one as Ankrum's kick across The face of goal was ordinary. It's been cut off by Martin, and he'll go back and have a shot on goal, 25 to 30 metres out, directly in front.
Cadman and Parente, just courage personified in that contest just there, Todd. Both had eyes for the footy.
Yeah, good to see the youngsters doing it hard and fair.
Yeah, committed to the contest, they both were.
Now Martin will have a shot on goal. Leans back on the kick. It goes off to the right. A let off there for the Devils. Ankram's kick. Inside defensive 50 was ordinary. Cut off by Martin, and at a point results. Where's Darley going to get their next goal from, Fridge? They trail by 31 points.
Yeah, look, it's long and forlorn from here, I think, Todd. They just haven't got a forward that they can, kick to. Like I said, the other bloke down there, said he's just a 5'10" player. He's not a 6'4".
Collie comes in, runs his measure, goes short to Matthew Brett. He's the safest option of the entire Darley lineup as the party fails below his knees again. He does that often. It's probably only let down on the youngster. Tackle on Inglis is fair, but there'll be a stoppage 52 metres out from the Darley goal. So young as a party, he just struggles below the knees, just won't bend.
Yeah, no, he's good everywhere else, but just lacks a little bit, through the core, I'd say, Todd.
Yep. Chance here for the Cobras. They were trying to claim the mark there. They're finishing the ball win as far as a regular handball as the ball's hacked forward here. Devils under the pump. Cobras lead by as much as 31 points here at the moment. It's 45 to 14. 7 goals plays 2. And the umpire looks like he's going to ball it up, you'd think, if he had any idea. And he'll come in and just do that. 12 minutes gone, third term. Bacchus Marsh 7-3-45, lead Darley 2-2-14. There's the ball up, tap front and centre. Chance here for the Cobras. Good last hand on it there from young Cadman to force it through for a rush behind. It's the Cobras' 4th point of the evening there. 7-4-46. They lead Darley 2-2-14.
Yeah, no. Todd, seem to be this passage of like 6 or 7 minutes just played in Bacchus Marsh's half. They haven't got past centre line for 5 or 6 minutes, Todd.
Yeah, understandable if you can't get through your popcorn watching this and you've flicked it over on the visual, but keep listening into us on the audio. Who knows what's going to happen here? It's the Cobras who lead by 32.
Some chance they'll have to roll the Jaffers down the aisle for the Marsh to slip up, Todd.
Well, there's another free kick picked out here. It's going to go to the home side of the Cobras. They're 55 metres out from goal. And wow, the options will go short. Looking there towards Shea. He couldn't take the mark. Kick across the body here for the Cobras, deep to the top of the square. Darley got numbers. But dispossessed. Lucky not to be pinged there as the ball spills out to no one really in particular. 50-50 ball. Bit of a stacks on the mill. The umpire will come in and affect the ball up. Fair dinkum, when the ball gets over the other side of the ground, it's like trying to commentate a game of football from the moon.
It's like you're in the fog, Todd.
46 plays 14. Yep, reading a newspaper with the sunglasses on. Running past the ball was Blundell. Devils not out of trouble yet as Blundell has an opportunity with hand. Kept back in cleverly. Opportunity here for the Cobras. Hit the post. Just a shark playing to nowhere to keep the ball alive. But unable to do so. Yeah, there's that elusive number 43. Young Dottermate again. As the Devils combine with chipping passes to Hanson, who's inside the defensive 50. 14 and a half minutes gone in this third term. It's as a party with ball in hand. Weighing up the options. Cadman presents the lead, but he goes along the line. In the Doran direction, he takes the mark. Burton just got pushed under the footy there. Just didn't read it as well as Doran. He's got options outside, goes short. King ran off the bench and took the mark, if you don't mind. Wasted no time, ran his full measure. Deep inside, 50 players set themselves. Leonard now back in defence here for the Devils. Sees the ball over the line for a boundary throw-in. Tell you what, there's more action going on behind us than in front of us at the moment, Fridge.
Yeah, the kids have knocked over the pedestal. Faz's kids has knocked over the pedestal.
Oh, just throw them in the best. Boundary throw in. 45 metres out from the Bacchus Marsh goal. Ball gets knocked beyond the defensive 50. Help without it was Blundell. Umpire called play on. Gathered by King. Got it to Burton along the line. King starting to get quite a bit of the ball now as the Devils start to fatigue. The fitness is starting to prevail for King.
He's been very consistent this for 3 quarters. King, he's been good tonight.
Brad Inglis with ball now. Plays on. Ball gets towards the Social Club side. Centre wing. But it's all Bacchus Marsh through Bartlett. Got it to German. The two newbies combine. And the kick's okay. Got it to Schwarzenberg. Right foot kick. It was a bit of a lair-rising kick, really, but it was clever enough for Jake, who matched it with tap. And on the third grab, he takes the mark. He'll go back and have a shot on goal, 45 metres out from goal. Verticum, if you'd taken the kids to this movie, they would have fallen asleep an hour ago. As Jake Owen will have a shot on goal from 50.
They wouldn't have got to the chock top.
And that's why they would have went in the first place for the chips at half time and they wouldn't have made it. 7-5, 47, Bacchus Marsh lead. Darley 2-2, 14. 16 and a half minutes gone third term.
Left to right here, Toddy.
Left to right.
Left to right, let's ride it.
Let's see how he goes. Owen from right on 50. Set sail for the judge.
He went
right to left. There you go.
He went the wrong way, Toddy.
That's just about being the story of the predictability of this evening's play. I'm certainly not referring to the score, but just the play in motion. Darley just can't find anything really.
They're just hanging in there, Todd, now.
As Collie, bereft of options, just goes long out wide towards Ankrum, sets himself.
Bartlett.
Tried to mark the ball on the chest. Just gave Bartlett ample time to come across and affect the spoiler, knock it out. Over the line for a boundary throw in. Half forward for the Cobras. Social Club side of the ground. 48 Bacchus Marsh lead. Darley 14. 7.5 minutes gone. Burton wins the tap. Hopeful rather than anything else, knocking it over the back of his head. Might have been the youngster there in Azapati who gathered. He did. There was a stoppage. I tell you, Fenton's trying hard against Burton.
Yeah, he's battled hard, Todd.
Yeah.
He's battled hard.
He really has against the odds.
Yeah, no, he has.
And so have we. Well, forward for the Cobras. There's the ball up. Burton wins that tap as far as Inglis. Kick across the body was okay. Gained about 40 metres for his side. Remonstrating with King. Tackle and taken to the ground there was said. Umpire says, I'll have it. He'll come in and effect a ball up. Half forward for Darley. Social Club side of the ground. They kick to the railway end in this third term. Near 18 and a half minutes gone. Burton's tap. Went looking for German. We put the shepherd up instead of gathering, allowed King the space, but King wasn't ready for it, so it fell back into the hands of German, who got the ball towards half forward. Chance of Blundell. Did well, got taken to the ground. Umpire says, holding the ball.
God. What prior opportunity did he have there? He grabbed the footy and was slung around. No prior. Ridiculous, some of the decisions.
So Havelberg will go short for the Devils. Kicks okay. Finds Reynolds. Son of Keenan Reynolds, who played for the Western Bulldogs.
Hasn't been too bad. Shown a little bit tonight, Todd.
Tried hard, Yep. Devils right foot kick to the outer side centre wing. Offensive side, but it's the Cobras with numbers. Pinged again, and the umpire's going to give a free kick to Darley.
They're red hot on it, aren't they?
Yeah, well, it's 2 in a row for the Devils.
At least they're consistent. What we can see of it.
And Blake Colley with ball in hand. He weighs up his options. Took a haircut like Mark Zanotti's to be able to identify him this far away. Kick was only okay. Got towards the attacking side of centre wing for the Devils. They trying to arrest the ball forward. Charging at it there was Spiteri. Gathered cleanly. Right foot kick across the body. Ransom goes deep forward. Players set themselves. No one can quite take the mark. Burton's pushed back there. Ball at ground level. About 25 to 30 metres away from the Darley goal at the moment. close up against the boundary line. Cobras are winning out through numbers. They hack it forward. Probably didn't need to do that. Here's a chance for the Devils. And this is what happens with turnover footy if they've got the journey with the kick.
Hit the post.
Oh, it's hit the post. And that was Reynolds again, pushing forward after starting their playoff across half-back. That would have done wonders for the young fella's confidence.
He does show a bit of talent, Todd. I don't mind him, actually.
15 Darley, trail Bacchus Marsh 48. So the ball comes back into play with length towards half-back. Burton wanted the push.
Got the free kick.
Umpire said holding the man. Tyson Shea wanting the play on out of that congestion, and Griffiths was away, but it's going to have to come back about 80 metres to the original source, albeit that free kick, Burton.
The inclusion of Blundell's provided a bit of a spark for him tonight. Toddy's been a bit of a live wire up forward for him.
Yeah, first up he's been good. And it's good to see him coming off a bit gassed. Just shows the effort that he's put in. A still drive from Burton gets it to Parente, who's indecisive. Took too long to give it a Nick still drive. Good pressure there from Cadman and German, and Cadman just stole it away from his more experienced German. Got it to Bewley. Didn't really look, just kicked the ball over the shoulder. Got it to half forward. Chance here for set at ground level. Tries to keep his feet. Cobra's now got numbers. All gets sort of fed out towards still drive. On the left, excellent smother there. Well played there by young Mace Cousins, who affects the ball off hands over the line for a boundary throw in.
Don't mind young Cadman either. Todd, he's hard at it and very physical.
Looks like he's in the ruck here against Burton. Let's see how the youngster goes.
Yeah, he's got to push out.
Well, Burton didn't thump it away as he normally does. Ball's at ground level and there'll be another stoppage.
He's everywhere, Burton. Looks like there's 5 of them out there, Todd.
Yeah, well, as long as the ball's not in Darley's forward line, he's beating the play. In the Cobra's forward line, he's beating the play because he plays everywhere else. Ball spills free out of that stoppage. Cousins couldn't gather. Cobra's hard at it, still dry. Hand pass inside was terrific. Got it to King. Right foot kick deep inside 50. Willet's over the back. He's got Capper to beat. The 2 number 20s go at it. Will it sit for him? It doesn't. Taps the ball to Owen. Soccer off the ground. Oh, 2 kids fighting over an Easter egg and nobody won.
Yeah, one finish with the wrapper.
And they really did balls it up. You wouldn't have thought those 2 blokes would have kicked 80 goals between them a couple of years ago.
No, not at all, Todd.
But nonetheless, the ball will come back into play. The Cobras hold all the trump cards at the moment. They lead by 34 points, 7-7-49. Leads Darley 2-3-15. 34-point lead, near 23 minutes gone, third term. And just Darley bereft of options. It's been the story of the night as Brett brings the ball back into play and the kick's safe. Right foot kick goes down the line to the outer side centre wing. 2 combos in a row of Darley by foot. It's been a rarity tonight, but it's just happened if you don't mind. Got the ball to half forward, but the Cobras have got numbers across half back. Umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go to the Cobras. It's going to go to Bartlett.
Martin.
He plays onto the handball. Martin, apologies to Bartlett. Ball goes to the outer side centre wing. As a party there. Could have been a free kick. Umpire called play on. And there'll be a ball up of sorts. Outer side centre wing, right in the true centre wing position. It's Bacchus Marsh who lead by 34 points, near 24 minutes gone, third term.
Yeah, once again, Todd, getting back to that stoppages again. They, no free-flowing footy. Like you just said in the call, on that occasion there was two kicks by Darley. That's a rarity for tonight with Darley.
Boundary throw to take place outer side of the ground, half forward flank for the Cobras. They kick to the scoreboard end. 24 minutes gone. Third term, Cadman battling in the ruck. Couldn't quite affect Ace ball, but it rebounds to the Devils, and they got enough on the kick towards Spiteri. Now's a chance. He's dispossessed. Umpire says dispossessed without it. He'll take the free kick. Can move the ball quickly to Reynolds. He's got his weight under it for a bit, but he's got enough time to steady and go wide to Azapati. Good to see a couple of youngsters combining there. Azapati want to be quick. Got it to Collie. Three of the young guns combining there, and the ball is kicked inboard towards Cadman.
Another young gun.
Yep. And the kick inside is okay and finds May's Cousins. That's not a bad passage of play from the next generation Devils as they move the ball forward from the outside centre wing.
And I think, Todd, Darley are going to go into this rebuilding stage with juniors. They've got a good under-19 side, and they've got 4 or 5 in this side that they'll gain so much experience out of this game, and it will benefit them.
So Cousins with his third shot on goal from 50. Doesn't quite get the distance, gets marked on the defensive goal line by the Cobras, by Bartlett, and he'll bring the ball back into play. 49 plays 15 on Apple 98.5 FM's BFL Game Day. It's the Cobras who lead Darley. Near 26 minutes gone as the Cobras try to negotiate their way out of defence. The umpire's picked out a free kick further up the ground. It'll go to the Cobras. And another 50. Right. So, really hard to judge what was going on there, whether it was dissent or whatever you want to call it. But the ball's in hand of Tom German, who goes to the outside centre wing. Safe hands. Off goes the youngster there in Donomade. Right foot kick inside 50. Devils couldn't take the mark. Might have been a push umpire called play on. Chance here for the youngster there in as a party. Just threw the ball on the boot. Vernigan, Steve Wall and Jason Gillespie, if you don't mind, nearly just collided there. But nonetheless, it was Logan Blundell with ball in hand. Goes inside 50. No mark paid because the siren has sounded before Owen had taken the ball cleanly. And that's put an end to this third term here at Mattingly Park on Apple 98.5 FM's BFL Game Day. Took 27 minutes to get through that. Bacchus Marsh 7-7-49, Darley 2-3-15.
That just showed the courage of Lahura.
3-15. The Devils haven't kicked a goal since quarter time, where they trailed by 1 point. And the Cobras lead convincingly. Looks like the Cobras will go 1-1. The Devils 0-2. Melton remain undefeated with a win over Sunbury. Sunbury 1-1. Redan 1-1. Melton South 0-2. We're about half an hour away from knowing just who will go 1-1 and 0-2 in this game. It's the Cobras who lead by 34 points. And Darley will need something similar to the reserve grade to come back from such a margin of three-quarter time to get the desired result. There's the ball up, tap one by Burton. Darley might have caught one high, but they'll take it to ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. He'll ball it up. The attacking side of the centre circle. Ball up. Burton again. Just relentless. Hurried left foot kick there from Azapati. Got it to half forward for Darley. First goal all important here. Give the Devils some confidence. They did kick 6 goals in the last quarter against Sunbury last week. They'll need every bit of those to get back into the game tonight. Cadman into the ruck, but Burton just stole it there and hacked the ball forward to the outside centre wing. They kick to the railway end in this final term. Darley with just the 2 goal kickers this evening, both in the opening term. Said kick one and Harley Inglis kicked the other. Ball up. Tap one by Cadman. Was a bit Burton-esque actually as he tapped it over the back of his head. Gained about 10 or so metres for his side, but it was hacked off the ground by LaFranchi. Got the ball near to half forward out of side of the ground, close up against the boundary line. Devils have got numbers. The handball was a bit errant. Allowed the Cobras to get back into the play as they harass the ball forward momentarily before the umpire blows the whistle. He'll come in, ball it up half forward, out of side of the ground. Been playing 90 seconds into this final term. Cobras lead by 34.
I think Dan would be looking for, the Devils to get something out of this quarter to try and actually win this quarter, Todd.
Well, they hacked the ball out of there. They gained 8 clearance from a stoppage there. They got it to the outside centre wing. High tackle, you'd think there. Free kick to the Cobras. As they square the ball towards King, right on the cricket pitch. Juggle. but had time to compose and gather. Right foot into attack. And well cut off there by the Devils. They couldn't take the mark. Opportunistic snap across the body. Had too much on it. Through for a minor score. That was Tyson Shea there. 7-8-50 Bacchus Marsh. Lead Darley 2-3-15. And one of the Darley players is really hurt. As there'll be a momentary stall in play, you would think. And furthermore, out of the Melton-Sunbury game this afternoon, not good news for Matt Denham, a former Bacchus Marsh Premiership player.
Yes, Todd, news is that he's done his ACL and contemplating possibly retiring. You know, he's been a good servant for both clubs, Bacchus Marsh and Melton. So, sad loss to end his career possibly with that ACL.
And, of course, Jaden Owen leaving the ground earlier with an ankle, but certainly not as serious as Denham, as the Devils try and negotiate their way out of defence. They go looking for Said, but the ball's been cut off.
Lahure.
Lahure. Dan Roy off the ground. Looks like it might be a reoccurrence of that knee injury. As that kick inboard is okay. Finds German. Been pretty good tonight, German.
Very good in and under.
Right foot kick. Owen,
pushing him back.
The umpire's going to pay it. I don't know whether it was an in-law sort of vision that you saw there, Fridge, but there was a bit there in a nudge.
No free kick, Todd.
As Owen will go back. Just go through the goal scorers for the Cobras, Fridge.
We've got Owen with 3, Willis with 3, singles to Martin and Dodamaid. And for the Devils, the two only goal scorers are Said and Harley Inglis.
So Jake Owen will have a shot on goal from about 45. Similar degree angle. You just about back him from here, wouldn't you? Tails up. They lead by 35. 4 minutes gone. This will put a nail in the coffin for the Devils, that's for sure. As Owen comes in, leans back on the ball, kicks it across the face for a minor score.
Luck's a fortune.
7-9-51 Bacchus Marsh. Lead Darley 2-3-15. Final term here in Apple FM 98.5 BFL Game Day. Collie brings the ball back into play. Keeps it low. The kick's okay. Safe. As the ball gets negotiated by Reynolds with a high right foot kick. So errant kick at that. And it's gone out of bounds on the full, if you don't mind. And the ball will come back into play from the Cobras. And, of course, they're a mile away from us on the outer side of the ground.
I suppose you could look at this game for Darley as a game of Scrabble. Todd, they're trying to find that four-letter word, G-O-A-L.
That's right. And I tell you what, the local businesses, OPSM or spectators, they should be really jumping on board in the opening month of football here on BFL Game Day on Apple 98.5 FM. As the tap's won there by Burton, knocks it forward, just hacked out of the air, hoping for the best there by the Devils. Got it to half back. Dumped as he was kicked there was Cadman. Got it towards the Social Club side centre wing. Veldon tackled, bailed up there by Doran, and the umpire says, I'll have it. And he'll come in and ball it up.
He provides a contest too, Doran. He's not their worst either, you know. He's just, once again, 5'10".
There's the ball up. Cadman and Burton contest the ruck, fell fortuitously towards Nick Stilldry. Another Darley man down. It looks like as the party is in a world of hurt. I speak of Andy. Nothing going right for the Devils tonight as Griffiths sends the ball. Shallow entry inside 50.
Good mark.
Beautifully read there by Brett. The Werribee affiliate dashes away. The kick had too much on it. Here's a chance. It's going to come straight back through Burton. Right in the middle of the cricket pitch. Bartlett took an eternity to get rid of it. Turnover here. Opportunity for the Devils. If they can give it off, they can. Can they get it over towards Spiteri? Now they should, but Banner decides to go by foot. Deep into attack. Doran and set at the back. Well, it's hit for Doran. He gathers. Can he get ball to boot? He tackled. Managed to get a hand pass away. Soccer off the ground, if you don't mind. Sad might have put one through.
Oh.
I reckon he has. Might not reach the highlights package, but it's another goal to add some respect to the scoreboard for the Devils. 3-3-21. They trail Bacchus Marsh 7-9-51. They talk about a miraculous recovery from injury. Andy has a party who looked like getting stretched off with an ACL, has pushed forward and gone deep into attack to impact the contest there. I think it might have been cramp.
Well, amazing what a goal can do for you, Todd.
A cramp in the ACL. Unheard of, but nonetheless, we're back in the middle of the ground.
He's baffled medical science there.
Fenton wins the tap. Might have caught one high. The umpire said no. Attacking side of the middle of the ground here. As is the case with every goal you kick, Fridge, there's just a little bit more effort at the next contest, isn't it, for whomever side happens to kick the goal. There's the ball up. Attacking side of the centre wing, out of side of the ground. Fenton's trying hard against the 2018 Henderson medalist in Burton. Ball on top of the cricket pitch. Umpires picked out a free kick. They wanted to play on their own way there, but nonetheless, it's going to come back. And the Cobras through Blundell. Right arm, left arm over the wicket. If you're looking at the cricket pitch there, as he kicks with the right foot to half forward, looking towards Owen. Couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Can't believe that pitch is not covered up with something. But nonetheless, the Devils just hacked the ball forward. They got the ball towards the attacking side of centre wing, out of sight of the ground. Tackle of sorts, the umpire says, I'll have it. He'll effect the ball up. Near 8.5 minutes gone, final term. 51 Bacchus Marsh lead, Darley 21.
It's an actual synthetic cover that they put over that pitch. The pitch that's down there, and these little black balls that are supposed to be rubber that protect the player, Todd. So.
Oh, okay. So you can't see it like you can't see much else.
No.
On a night game here in the Ballarat Football League is the crosstown rivalry between Bacchus Marsh and Darley here tonight continues. So Cobras 7-9-51 lead, Darley 3-3-21. Near 9 minutes gone, final term. Half forward, out of sight of the ground. Tap one by Burton. Shea doing the sharking. Kick across the body. Went forward. Owen at the back, applied the tackle. Ball at ground level. The umpire says, I'll have it. Despite the cries of the
holding the ball.
Cobra crew wanting a free kick. It's denied by the umpire. There's the ball up. Effort there, good, was from Fenton. Ball at ground level. Ball spills free. It's about 50 metres out from the Bacchus Marsh goal. Out of sight of the ground, just inside the boundary line, adjacent to the rotunda. And if you've ever been in the social club here at Bacchus Marsh, you'd think that rotunda's about a 3-iron away from here. And we know sometimes it's difficult to find your golf ball. Try finding this one in this light, but the umpire, I can tell, the left arm goes up. He's picked out a free kick, and it's going to go Bacchus Marsh's way.
Martin.
And Martin. One sock up, one sock down. Will hack the ball forward, deep into attack, out wide. On the fly-off hands over the line for a boundary throw-in. 7-9-51, Bacchus Marsh lead Darley 3-3-21. 10 minutes gone, final term. Bacchus Marsh off to Melton South next week. Given their performance today, if they keep Pendlebury and Clark, they'll be in for a fair game, you'd think. Chance here for Colley. Out of the stoppage, throws the ball onto the left boot. Gets a bit of distance, but the kick is away over the line and out of bounds on the full. 50 metres out from the Cobra goal. Parente keeps the ball low, gets some cover. Excellent kick in the end. And Burton chipping forward. Ran into the space, took the mark on the chest, and we'll go back and have a shot on goal.
Yeah, just open forward line there, and like you said, Todd, just run into the space. The kick was good and hit him straight on the chest.
I mean, Burton need not be a member out at the Bacchus Marsh Golf Club. I mean, he'll get enough free golf just playing footy if he keeps this up, as Burton will have a shot on goal. Been playing 11 minutes, final term. Cobras lead by 30. Chance for Burton to extend.
In.
Makes no mistake, straight through the middle. And the Cobras, they move to 8-9-57. They lead Darley 3-3-21. 11.5 minutes gone. Roy looks like he's might have hurt that knee that he hurt in round 1 2018 against the Cobras on this very ground. Darley came from 5 goals behind at 3/4 time to win by a point.
Well, I think Toddy, he made a comeback this year. So unfortunately for Dan, same scenario. here at Madeline Park, same thing that's happened to him.
There's the ball up, tap one by Fenton. That was okay. Somehow fell back into his hands from a handball. He hacked it to half forward. Spoil there was okay there from Hughes, who just hacked the ball out wide towards outer side centre wing. And the Cobras have taken a mark. They can wheel and go here. Umpire calls play on, did the right thing. Right foot kick was okay. Close up against the boundary line was King. He has ball in hand. Can weigh up the options. Normally a long kick of the football when he has time up his sleeve, and he has that, and he does that. He goes inside 50. Mark dropped by the Cobras forward. Ball at ground level. Bit of a stacks on the million thing. And the umpire will come in and effect the ball up 35 metres away from the Cobra goal. Bacchus Marsh 57, lead Darley 21. There's the tap. Favours nobody in particular, just hacked out of the space, got to the defensive 50, was well read by Germany, kicked it across his buddy, and the mark's been taken by Burton again.
Guess who?
And he'll go back and have an opportunity to kick his second goal in just as many minutes and extend on the Cobras lead, who lead by 36, 8-9-57. Bacchus Marsh lead Darley 3-3-21. Needless to say, the Sting went out of this game a fair while ago, Fridge.
Yeah, no, got more chance of getting a sting from a bee over on those roses, Todd.
Very good. Just keep coming up with those and we'll keep people entertained. As Burton has a shot on goal.
Puts it through.
Makes no mistake, puts it through. And that's just about got him the votes, hasn't it, Fridge?
Oh, well,
10-9-69, Bacchus Marsh.
Probably got 36 holes of golf, Todd.
Yeah.
Not 18.
Yeah, well, 3-3-21, Darley, disappointing.
He's just a great player, and like young Cadman will probably learn a lot. Rucking against Burton may only be for a quarter, but he'll gain some experience out of that.
That's right. Yep. No Edwards in the relief scenario for Darley.
He's in Queensland looking for maths.
The ball breaks free. Chance here for Inglis. He's dispossessed. I speak of Brad. Shark of the footy. There was Ankrum, hacked the ball forward to the attacking side of centre wing. Cobras leading into the chase of the ball, get the ball inside 50. Owen nearly hung on to an excellent mark, but doing the mopping up through was the Devils, looking there towards Ankrum, who couldn't gather, was dispossessed. Chance here for Blundell, who's around the footy. Ball somehow ends up with Blundell, who can go short. Oh, there are players out here everywhere, Bacchus Marsh. They go into attack, and it's a pretty ordinary kick. In fact, was well attacked there by Brett. Darley have the numbers, but the Cobras have gathered through. Willets, he hand passes back towards Shea, I think, off hands. Ball at the top of the goal square, and the Devils will get out of trouble momentarily. Foot race on in earnest here. Leading into the race for the ball would have been Andy as a party, gathered well. Squarey kick was okay. Good pressure there from King. Knocked it away from Spiteri. Attacking 50 here for the Cobras. Ball falls into the hands of Andy as a party. Gave it over to Blake Colley. Right foot kick, one-on-one to Doran and Veldon. Oh, Doran looks like he's hurt himself as well. It looks like another knee injury for the Devils.
I think he's been knocked out.
Right. Chance here for Hughes just slaps the ball onto the boot and just somehow falls into the hands of Shea, who gave it to Martin. Right foot kick to the attacking 50. The Devils set themselves. They can't take the mark. Owen at ground level. Could have been held without it. The umpire agreed. And J.O., I speak of Jake, will go back 60 metres out from goal. Weigh up his options as they push forward. He decides to go with the square kick. Right foot kick's okay. And the mark's taken inside 50 here by the Cobras, and they'll go back and have a shot on goal. 35 metres out from goal. 45-degree angle, and it looks like Willets with ball in hand. 9-9-63, Bacchus Marsh lead Darley 3-3-21. 42-point lead. Yep.
Young Doran, I think he's been knocked out, Todd.
Kicks on its way from Willets off to the left for a minor score. And it looks like he's done some kind of shoulder or winded, or I wouldn't say he was knocked out. No, he just looks a body knock. So the Devils, they trail by 43 points. They've kicked one goal since quarter time. as they manage to negotiate the ball to the outer side of the ground towards the defensive 50. For some reason or another, they're going back the other way. Chance here for Hansen. He's overcooked the handball. But lucky the Devils have got numbers through Colley. Shows some evasive skills. Right foot kick to the outer side centre wing. Ball at ground level, close up against the boundary line. And they're unable to keep it in. It goes over the line for a boundary throw-in.
My horse.
Right.
She won the Oaks in Adelaide.
Oh, congratulations. Fridge's horse has just won the Oaks. So drinks on, or in the fridge after the game. Yeah. Boundary throw-in. Tap one by Burton, knocked it in front of him. Cobras have got numbers here. Wild hand pass, only as far as the Devils. Oh, their tackle taken to the ground. They collapsed in front of the Cobra. Umpire says, I'll have it, you'll think. And there'll be a ball up. Bit of a 8 or 9 people around the footy. Near 18 minutes gone in this final term. Bacchus Marsh 9-10-64. Champagne's popped already. Tell you what, they wouldn't have invested in the expensive champagne here tonight the way this game's been gone.
$9 from BSW. More excitement than the balloon popping with that kid.
Someone might have won the wheelbarrow. Anyway, there'll be a boundary throw-in of sorts on half forward, outer side of the ground for the Cobras. 64. Lead Darley 21. Bacchus Marsh lead by 43 points. A wheel around on the right boot. Hack forward there by Blundell, deep forward. Excellent spoil there from the Devils. Sharked well. Right foot kick out of the vacant spaces of this social club sign. Half back position as a party. Went the tap. Went looking for Colley. Was dispossessed. He's over the footy here. Darley. Cobras have numbers through. Adam as a party just threw the ball out. Was lucky to get away with it in the end. Chance here for Cledman. Another youngster combining. Right foot kick though is to real no avail. Chance here for Bartlett together. His hand pass is okay. And they'll get out of trouble here. Christopher on the second grab. Yep. And the nominees are
Flying Nun.
Yep. Sally Field. Yep. Sally Christopher. Yep. Right foot kick to the defensive 50. The mark's been taken by Burton. Yep. Chance here for Burton. Left foot kick. Comes social club side. And LaFranchi takes the mark. He's got all the time in the world.
Any chance of blowing the siren?
Cash short towards Shea. So the two veterans combined. LaFranchi runs through the middle of the ground. Chris Judd-esque without hair. Right foot kick towards half forward. Owen couldn't take the mark. Chance here for Brett. He's tried his heart out for the Devils. Probably end up in their best again tonight. Probably only be 3 or 4 in it though, you'd think.
I'd rather give him the golf. I'd rather give him the golf award. He has tried really hard.
Yeah, he has. Big thank you to the Bacchus Marsh Golf Club actually for giving one of these players from each side a rest from footy next week and go and enjoy a game of golf.
Does BWS sponsor Apple FM?
No alcohol companies do.
They should.
No. All just our community announcements acknowledging Alcohol's Anonymous. That's what we've got going. Outer side centre wing, Copper's with ball in hand. Burton, left foot kick, keeps it low, goes in the Owen direction. Was just a bit ill-directed. Chance here for Dixon outside as a pot shot of the goals and puts it through.
Oh, what a highlight. It's the best highlight in 12 minutes, Todd.
And Dixon puts it through and Bacchus Marsh kicked their 10th goal of the evening. 10-70 Bacchus Marsh. Darley 3-3-21. Been playing near 21 minutes, final term. And the Devils next week, you'd think they'd really enjoy the bye, Fridge.
Yeah, I think chance to regroup the boys. Look, they're going to have a tough year, but they just got to hang in and back their coach and go with all these kids and try and blood some of those guys that Hawkins has got in the under-19s and it won't be totally lost for them.
German out of the middle over the cricket pitch, sends the ball in the direction of Willits, who comes out, takes the mark, squares it up unselfishly, and that's a good kick. The mark's been taken by Burton, 50 metres out from goal. Not a noted goal kicker, but he's kicked 2 tonight. But you and I could have kicked a couple tonight, Fridge, playing forward for the Cobras, as Burton will go back and have a shot. Been very good, Burton, against this youthful Devils line up. The kick is on its way. Looks like it's going to go off to the left. It's marked on the last line of defence. There by Brett. Kick short. It's okay to Havelberg. Told to go even further wide to Colley. Inside the boundary line. Fairnickham in the darkness there. Squaring kick back into the light. Thank you to Leonard. Got it back towards Brett. Gave the hand pass. Bit of a hospital hand pass of sorts. Wasn't his best, you wouldn't think. Ball at ground level now. Opportunity for the Cobras to square the contest. Bit of ferocity shown there by the Devils. Good intent. But the umpire says, I'll have it. He'll come in and effect the ball up on centre half back or half forward for the Cobras.
It's not for want of not trying the Devils. It's just they haven't got the class and their youth.
Yeah, they've got 8 players, 19 or under, playing tonight. There's the ball up, ball at ground level. And having a key post forward, whether it be full forward or centre half forward, just takes a bit of weight off, doesn't it? So they're really missing Edwards and Page across half back.
Well, of course, but gone are the days where the Grenfells, the Edwardses, they dominated. They just haven't got that calibre of player, Todd.
Here's a chance for Parente to put the icing on the cake. But he's hit the post, the youngster. That would have been a nice little confidence boost for him.
Yeah, he's been a little bit down on form, Todd. He had an elbow injury earlier in the year and missed a lot of pre-season. So, yeah, he's got better as the game's gone on.
That's a fair kick back into play there from Colley. Got beyond the defensive 50. Finished off hands over the line for a boundary throw-in. It's Bacchus Marsh by 50. 23 and a half minutes gone. There's the ball in. King knocks the ball over the top, only as far as Ankrum. Right foot kick into the middle of the ground. Hughes versus Banner, who hasn't done much. Ball at ground level. Chance here for Cadman, who's tried hard. He's trying to get rid of the footy.
Two youngsters, Lahure and Cadman, going at it in the middle.
Yeah, good signs.
Same contest as before, Todd. Eyes for the footy.
There's the ball up. Martin contesting that ruck. Jewel knocked the ball out wide in the direction of their cousins who couldn't gather. Going the soccer there was Brad Inglis. Leading into the race for the ball there was King, but the ball now gathered on half back and squared up. Pretty ordinary kick there. Chance here for Fenton, who couldn't gather the footy, but German just hacks the ball forward towards the attacking side of 50. No wasting play there. Just got it forward to put the Devils' defence under pressure. Ball goes to ground. And the umpire will come in and effect the ball up 50 metres out from the Cobras' goal.
He's had a solid game, German.
Yeah, very good.
Been very tough in the clinches and, hard and, real scrappy, But, he's done his job tonight.
Yeah, good in and under. I'll tell you what, if I want to keep getting comments from him on a Sunday, maybe we give him the couple of rounds of golf.
Yeah, he can't play it.
Golf kicks forward. Here's an opportunity here for Burton, who's resting forward, kicks it across his body. And he's put it through. He's kicked his third goal. The fireman has actually made the fire worse by kicking that, if you don't mind. 11-11-77, Bacchus Marsh. Lead Darley 3-3-21. It's a 56-point lead to the Cobras. They've been playing 25 and a half minutes final term.
It's just amazing how, Birdo was on the Western Jets list and never ever got to the elite level, Todd, because he's just been a dominant player in this Ballarat Football League for, 3 or 4 years, He's just controlled the ruck. No matter who he comes against, he's just gives them a contest all the time.
Fenton and Martin square off in that ruck duel. Couldn't be long left in this crosstown rivalry adaptation of Murder in the Dark. 77 plays 21. 26 minutes gone, final term.
Do you reckon if they cut the trees down, Todd, will get any more light?
Well, who knows? All I know is Matthew Brett's got the ball again and he kicks the ball out wide towards Cadman.
Yeah, two bright lights for tonight, these two.
Cadman with ball in hand. Wants to go inboard with the corridor kick. Needs to be good here. And take the mark there, Cousins. Ball at ground level. Bailed up. Spiteri got the tackle on Shea, but ball spilled free over towards Owen, who's pushed back. Ball on half on the outer side of centre wing here for the Cobras. They go forward. Effective kick.
Willits.
And Willits has ball in hand 55 metres out from goal.
He might be a golf. He wore a glove last week.
No sign of Baker after quarter time at all, really, though, is there? He's obviously injured, surely.
Obviously, got to be.
Otherwise, he's got lost out there with us.
Yeah, no, he might be in the rotunda.
Short right foot kick. It's been cut off. And the Devils will get out of trouble momentarily through Brad Inglis, who gave it over towards Collie. Right foot kicks very good. Along the line. Towards half forward. Here's an opportunity for Banner, who's running back with the Cobras lead in the chase of the ball. Couldn't quite gather. Could have been held without it. Umpire let it go, and he said, I'll have it. He'll ball it up 55 metres out from the Darley goal.
There's one guy that, like Mitch Banner, probably 4 or 5 years ago, I sent him play down at Williamstown, and, I kicked the 3 or 4 goals in that game. He's just in the wilderness, he is.
Yeah, well...
It is the wilderness out here anyway, Todd.
Well, 7 or 8 years ago, some people might have said they saw him play at Port Adelaide.
Well, correct.
He's an AFL player.
Well, just doesn't do enough now.
Well, Fenton, here's some reward for while he's been beaten by Burton in the ruck. He's
undersized, underbodied.
He's tried tirelessly as he hand passes the ball off.
He fell over a shadow.
Well, I'll tell you what, the shadow was there waiting, and he's in a world of hurt. That might have been... Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Let's work out who that player was. He looks like he's fallen down a crevice, fallen off the edge of a cliff, the young fella, and in a world of hurt. It doesn't look good at all. And the umpire, you'd hope, will pull up players. The Devils have possession. Outside centre wing, just inside the boundary line. That didn't look good at all, Fridge.
I can't pick him up with the binoculars, Todd. I'm trying, but...
Yeah, try the bloke that's lying on the ground.
Yeah, I am.
But he just took the hand pass and went to go launch inside 50, and fair dinkum if Darley had 39 numbers in Tats Lotto tonight out of the 45 possible, the 6 they didn't have would have turned up.
100%.
They've got injuries to worry about. They've got top end to worry about. But 11:11:77 Bacchus Marsh. Time is near for the final siren. They're going to run out convincing 56-point winners.
Might be anchoring, Todd. I'm not just trying to get a look at his face, but...
So Darley defeated Bacchus Marsh earlier in the reserves by 15 points and by 138 points in the under-19s. But it's Bacchus Marsh in the seniors who salute. They'll go 1-1 at the end of tonight's game. Earlier winners today, we had Melton defeat Sunbury by 17 points, and Redan beat Melton South in a cliffhanger by 1 point. So next week, Fridge, it's the Panthers hosting the Cobras.
Yes, Todd, it won't be easy there either.
No, if they can hang on to Pendlebury and Clark for another week.
Like when we had Heath Pritchard online last week in the studio, he's reliant on those 5 or 6 that come up through the VFL, and if they get half of those guys, like we discussed, they're worth 2 or 3 goals, those guys, or 2 individually. So, it gives them a 6-goal head start when they're in the side.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it may well be match of the round next week, because we saw the fight that they put up against Redan, and while convincing tonight, the Cobras.
I wouldn't, look, Todd, I wouldn't say convincing. I don't think that they've been that convincing, Bacchus Marsh. They've played okay. They've played a lot better than what they did last week, obviously.
31 minutes gone, final term.
Well, let's
after a stalling play, the ball gets towards the attacking 50 offhands, and a rare forward 50 entry here for Darley. The ball gets negotiated away by the Cobras defence. They've held up pretty well, but they've probably only had 20 inside 50s to worry about for the majority of the evening, as this 56-point advantage to the Cobras becomes 56 officially, and the crosstown rivalry Game 1 of 2021 of 2 against the two rivals. It's Bacchus Marsh 11-11-77. They've defeated Darley 3-3-21.
It's our game, playing football is our game, and the Cobras keep turning it on. In the park far away, anywhere we have to play, and the Cobras are not turning back. We're a high-flying team, and the premiership's our dream. When the final siren sounds, the rain to bring us wait and see, and the crowd will shout out, hooray, hip hip hooray, for the red and the yellow and black. Sing it again, for the red and the yellow and black.
Well, it's been a long night here at Manning Park for Devils fans, but for Cobras fans, you're on the board. You're 11-11-77. Happy winners over the crosstown rivals, Darley 3-3-21. But long story short, Fridge, it was all over at half-time.
Yes, Todd. The Devils boys, young and enthusiastic, put up a fight up until half-time, and then she was just a foregone conclusion after that.